EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the River Hogs of Paris. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the River Hogs of Paris. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They begin with a run by Miller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down and 4. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And touchdown! Chris Olave, 59 yards. And the River Hogs Hogs will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Now Jones. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Throwing Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Other side, other side.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're going to run with Taysom Hill, trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Carr. They set up the screen to Miller. Gets by him at the 25. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Carr. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown drive as his guys are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Dances by at the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the River Hogs of Paris. It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the... mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and that'll give him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Able to fight through one tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Miller. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Perry on the move to the right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And this will be a touchdown. A.T. Perry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the River Hogs will strike first here this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. There he goes, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to battle it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their 1st drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the 1st half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. It was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on them to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Now a play fake. Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Third down at 13. Now Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch inmate catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Hey, 734.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's got the hook up to Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To throw his Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Carr again. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 19 yards away.
And the River Hogs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And give them a gain of 37.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield than he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him. Don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
93. 93.
Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Jones. Darren Waller, touchdown Giants. Darren Waller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Heavy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's Carr.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go River! Go River!
To throw again, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're moving to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 48 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Jones on 3rd down. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, trying to punch it in on 3rd and goal, and they go back a yard.
And how about the chest thumping that's going on right now? They just stumped them on that play, daring them to try and run it again. No chance.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kendra Miller, 40 yards. And the Riverhawks have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Miller. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A give to Kamara running right.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. remains in this NFC wild card. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Miller is into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Perry on the move to the right.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.